Let me guess, JEE Mains has finally arrived and you feel you have not studied enough for it. You feel stressed that you have wasted last few months and are not feeling confident to clear the exam. If so, then this video can save you. Hello everyone, I'm Anshul and IIT Delhi and I am Bangalore grad, and today I'm going to tell you some of the important points and tips that will help you not just clear the exam but also score better with less preparation than the people who have prepared everything for the exam. And if you like my content, do consider subscribing and liking. I will break down these tricks and tips into 3 sections: the days prior to the exam, one day before the exam, and during the exam. I will also tell you some extremely useful tricks that will help you answer some of the problems during the exam that you may not know otherwise. And I guarantee you from personal experience, they work. So watch till the very end. Section 1: Pre-exam. The pre-exam is the time when you are most anxious about what's to come in the exam, how well you are prepared, and how to go about solving the exam. I will cover the pre-exam tips into 4 parts. Part 1: Revision tips. Focus on revising only the high-weighted topics or only the highlighted points that you did during your preparation. See, you do not need to remember everything, you just need to remember what you know very well. Point 2: Try to explain it to somebody. That is, teach somebody which will help you remember. I made a separate video on this topic, so do consider checking that out. I will also add the link in the description below. Number 3: Keep a formula book ready. Spend just about 15 to 20 minutes revising all the formulae and all the concepts that you have studied so far. And number 4, one thing which I will recommend you as a must do if you've not done it already is solving the previous year papers. The reason is not to know how much you score. The reason is to prime your brain into the exam mode. So give this exam and time yourself. Even if you don't score well, do not worry. The reality of the actual exam is much different than the mock exams. Part 2: Your mindset. Number 1, avoid negativity. Your mindset is the most powerful tool. Avoid negativity and cognitive load by not thinking about things that are not in your control. Rather, focus on things that are in your control. As Mahatma Gandhi said, man often becomes what he believes himself to be. Believe in your preparation and stay optimistic. Sleep every night with affirmations. Tell yourself that you did good, you will clear the exam. Point 2, stop overanalyzing. Especially during these times, you will find plenty of statistics and plenty of videos talking about a lot of facts. It is easy to get caught up in the predictions such as percentile versus marks or the number of candidates distributed across the exam days. While all of these information are good to know, let's be real, this will not change your reality about your preparation of the exam or how you deliver the exam. Instead, I will recommend you to shut down all the noise from social media and the news. Focus on what really matters, a clear mind and a steady preparation. I would recommend that you spend this time with family, play any games, go around, go out, visit some places, or play any sports just to recharge and rejuvenate. Remember, worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles, it does take away today's peace. Part 3, Brain refresh. Point 1, shut social media. Social media is a rabbit hole of distractions. Consider going on a digital detox. Studies show that reducing your screen time by just 30 minutes a day can improve your focus and reduce your anxiety by 17%. Point 2, meditate. Meditation is not just about relaxation, it is about clarity. Take 10 minutes each day to practice deep breathing and mindfulness. As Steve Jobs famously said, if you just sit and observe, you will see how restless your mind is. If you try to calm it, it only makes it worse. But over time, it does calm. Part 4, sleep. A consistent sleep schedule is essential for your peak performance. Aim 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, no matter the level of your preparation. According to research, students who maintain a regular sleep cycle score 20% higher on cognitive tasks than those who don't. Prioritize rest. Your brain consolidates all the learning, all the processing best when you're sleeping. Section 2, one day before the exam. Ensure that you maintain a balanced and healthy diet. Don't eat too much spicy food because at the end of the day, during your exam, if your stomach starts suffering, your exam will also suffer. Number 2, pack your essentials. Things like admit card, ID proof, pen and pencil, or any other sort of a stationery that you must carry during the exam. These are last minute things and those peripherals that in case you forget before the exam, it creates a lot of anxiety and stress for you. And you do not want these things to come in the way of your exam, right? Point 3, relax your mind. Remember to meditate, especially this day. Your career is not created or lost by this one exam. In case you have any doubts or any queries about career paths, consider watching my video on career trajectories. I will add the link in the description as well. Point 4. Sleep well. Once again, ensure sleeping at least 8 hours. However, since it's the last day before the exam, it may cause a bit of anxiety and you may not be able to sleep. In that case, what you can do is avoid tea or coffee during the last day. Another thing is to put yourself through a heavy mental activity such as reading or playing a video game. It will cause you to get tired towards the end of the day and induce sleep. Trust me, it works like a charm. Section 3. During the exam. Point 1. Scan the paper. Spend at least 2 to 3 minutes just going through the entire paper, getting a hang on the questions and spotting the easy ones. This also helps your brain spring into action, that is the exam mode. Point 2. The 2-round strategy. Try to attempt the entire paper into 2 rounds. Break it down into first round for the easy and the medium level difficulty questions and spend the second round for the hard questions. Remember, each question carries same marks. So might as well spend the time on the low hanging fruits first and get your marks there. Point number 3. Don't get stuck. If you're stuck on any question for more than 2 minutes, move on. Remember that every question carries the same weight. Don't fall into the trap of loss aversion. That is the bias that makes you feel bad about the lost time. Avoid negative marking. Only guess if you can eliminate at least 2 options from the question. Blind guesses can really hurt your score. I would recommend keep the guesses for the second round and spend the first round only answering the short questions. Point number 4. Stay calm. In such an exam, it is very common to panic. If panic sets in, close your eyes, relax your mind and come back to the question or move on to another question. And finally, point 5. The solving tricks. Before I share with you what these tricks are, I just want to share with you some anecdote. I remember when I gave my JEE, I was extremely underprepared. But what I lacked in preparation, I made up in the confidence to give the exam. And I kid you not, this made me score twice the marks that I was scoring in my mock exams. So let me crystallize all my tricks into a 4E strategy that will help you solve all of those questions for which you have lack of preparation or you've not even prepared. The first E, elimination. Many of the questions where you cannot arrive at the answer can be solved by eliminating the other options. The second E, estimation. For many of the questions, you will be able to know what is the approximate answer to the question. So trying to figure out which is the option which is closest to that approximation will give you that is the right option for you. The third E, entering. Enter values. For many questions, especially in algebra, if you enter the value, you will be able to solve that question. For example, put x equal to 0 or 1 in both the question and all the options and you will find the option which is matching to the question. The fourth E, explore. Try to explore answer to the question you are attempting in other questions. Sometimes the questions that you have already answered have the methodology or the answer to the question that you are attempting now. Being mindful and aware about these questions can help you solve a lot of others. This will happen more often in the physics and chemistry sections. Additionally, if you attempt the paper in 2 rounds, the first round can also give you these insights of which are the questions and in the second round, you can relate it to the questions you saw in the first round. Remember, JEE Mains is not just a test of knowledge, it is also a test of patience and strategy. Stay confident, trust your preparation and give it your best shot. And if you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips. Lastly, if you feel strongly that you will not clear the exam, don't worry, I am with you. Check out my video for my drop year after not being able to crack JEE in my first attempt. I was able to get motivated enough to clear the exam next time. And that's it for today's video. Good luck for the exam and I'll see you on the other side.